Please, stand by. Severe weather coverage will begin shortly on Dr. Don's Weather. Please, stand by.
Severe weather coverage for East Alabama and West Georgia on Dr. Don's Weather is powered by Southern Union State Community College, Alpha Insurance Agent Jamie Dukas, East Alabama Bee Company, and is brought to you in part by Southern Auction Solutions, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Genesis Way Clinic in Roanoke, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, Auction 431 South, Town of Wadley, and Bama Diesel Repair. Now, from the Alpha Weather Center, here's Dr. Don.
Good afternoon, East Alabama and West Georgia. It's Saturday, July 29th, 3:41 p.m. Central on your Saturday afternoon. And we got some pretty big thunderstorms blowing up this afternoon across portions of central and east central Alabama. Some of these storms have the potential of being very strong, and we do have one severe thunderstorm warning that's currently active for East Alabama at this hour, and that's going to be over in Coosa County. This is going to be a severe thunderstorm that's just north of Kelly's Crossroads, about to move over Highway 22. If you travel from Alexander City over to Clanton, Alabama, odds are you take Highway 22, and you know where Kelly's Crossroads is located. That's where the storm is at the moment. Moving very, very slowly. I'll rock this back 1 hour, and you can see that there's very little movement to this storm. It's sinking to the south, maybe at a couple of 2, 3, 10, maybe 10 miles per hour. The main threat from this storm is 40 mile per hour straight line winds and hail in maybe around a quarter inch in size. That would be pea to marble sized hail in this storm. It really looks like the greatest hail indicator at the moment is going to be north of the main core. We have a secondary storm forming just north and just south of Weguffka, and that's going to be drifting to the south as well. So all of you between Weguffka and Kelly's Crossroads, you've got some really heavy rainfall out there, and you have another storm forming to you up there at the north, to your north, that's going to be moving to the south, maybe a little bit southeast this afternoon. Big thunderstorm over there. We have that severe thunderstorm warning in effect, and that goes out until this warning is in effect until 4:15. So we've got around about 32 more minutes to go on this severe thunderstorm warning. We have other big thunderstorms out there over in Tallapoosa County. We have a big thunderstorm now near Eagle Creek. That is north of Dadeville. Another small cell, but growing in size and intensity over near Buxton. Then northeast of Alexander City, sitting up there just north of Highway 22, just to the west of Horseshoe Bend, we have a big thunderstorm there. Northeast of Hackneyville, we have a thunderstorm forming. That's half in Tallapoosa, half in Clay. It would be to the west of the mountain community or west of Goldville. Shower beginning to develop near Bluff Springs there in southern Clay as well. Zooming back out, not much happening up here in the rest of Clay or Randolph at this hour. We have one light shower out there close to the Highway 48 bridge on Lake Wedowee. And that's about it. In Randolph County, we have a storm forming up there too near Oxford, the Oxford-Anniston exit there on I-20. And then looking over in Georgia, thunderstorm developing to the northeast of central Hatchie, there in extreme northeastern Heard County. Nothing happening in Troop at this hour. Down in Harris County, we do have a big thunderstorm developing there near Waverly Hall. So that's kind of a quick update on what's going on this afternoon. We have a really strong cap on the atmosphere. But where those storms do form, they have the potential of being pretty strong and even severe this afternoon. And you know how this plays out, folks. We've been through this countless times over the years, and this year is no exception. These summertime afternoon thunderstorms, when we're as hot as we are right now, can be mean. I'm talking these storms grow fast. The structure can't maintain, so these storms collapse pretty quick. And when they collapse is when we get those downbursts and those straight line winds that can cause a tremendous amount of damage. I mean, it's just almost every day you read on Facebook, you see where there's hundreds of trees down during a severe thunderstorm, and everybody's screaming, that had to be a tornado. It just had to be a tornado. There's too much damage. It had to be a tornado. Trust me, people, straight line winds can cause just as much damage as small tornadoes. Absolutely it can. And especially when it's trees. Straight line winds, a severe thunderstorm, especially this time of year, a severe thunderstorm warning should be taken very seriously. If you're in the path of that storm, seek shelter just to be on the safe side. And these storms will continue throughout the afternoon. They'll continue into the early evening hours. As we lose the heat of the day, the storms will start to fade away, and then we'll see it happen again tomorrow. It is what it is. And I really think, though there could be some serious storms out there this afternoon, the heat that we're dealing with at the moment is among the more serious weather conditions we've got out there right now. Let me see if I can get you over there to, there's the map right there showing the heat index this afternoon. And we're looking at heat index values anywhere from 109 down to 102 across East Alabama this afternoon. Down here in Chambers, Lee, Tallapoosa County, we're looking at 105 to 109. Folks, that's what it feels like outside. Now, I'm up here in northeast Georgia. I was outside a few moments ago doing some yard work, doing exactly what I tell you guys not to do when it's this hot. And our heat index value is pretty bad up here, but it's nothing like it is down there in East Alabama and West Georgia. And I'm telling you, 30 minutes is about all you can stand. It is stifling out there. Don't be that person. Don't go outside and overdo it and get in trouble. Understand that you've got to take frequent breaks if you're outside today, even if you're not doing anything strenuous. You still got to take frequent breaks. It is miserably hot outside. Stay indoors where you can stay cool today. And if you stay indoors, you'll be protecting yourself from some of these thunderstorms that are beginning to pop across East Alabama and West Georgia. Looks like the National Weather Service has canceled the severe thunderstorm warning for Coosa, and they have replaced it with a special weather statement. Maybe not as strong as it was just a few moments ago, but still a very strong storm that should be respected. We've got lightning in this storm. We do have some hail markers, torrential rainfall. The lightning, my goodness, the lightning with these storms is just horrible. Unfortunately, lightning is not part of a severe thunderstorm warning criteria. In other words, they don't look at the strength and the frequency of lightning strikes when they're making a decision on issuing a severe thunderstorm warning. That's been debated for years, and there has been talk that they will add that as a criteria at some point. Hasn't happened yet. But lightning is deadly, and it can cause all kinds of problems, and we do have lightning strokes in this storm, so be real careful if you're over here in central and south central Coosa County this afternoon. Those storms over in Tallapoosa beginning to grow a little bit there as well. We see that stretching now from Highway 22 all the way up to just east of Hackneyville, stretching on up into southern Clay up to around Bluff Springs. Let's get a sense of direction on this one if we can. There we go. And this one's sinking to the south, it looks like. And it's building at the same time. So that storm there is moving south. That's going to head right down to Lake Martin. So you folks down, down here on the north end of the Tallapoosa River and even down into the Lake Martin area, down here around Wind Creek State Park. Heads up, you got a pretty good thunderstorm to your north that is moving to the south. Even you folks in Alexander City, this will pretty much run right over Alexander City as well. You see that cell just north of downtown Alex City that's forming up there this excuse me, up there on 63 just north of Alexander City. So be mindful of that. You hear that thunder out there this afternoon, you are close enough to be struck by lightning. Seek shelter. We'll continue to watch this for you this afternoon. If we get any more severe thunderstorm warnings, we'll come right back and we'll bring you the information here on Dr. Don's weather. Yeah, there we go. There's one last look at the radar before we wrap up this afternoon. You see those big storms across East Alabama and West Georgia. This has been severe weather coverage on Dr. Don's weather from the Alpha
Severe weather
Center.
coverage for East Alabama. Severe weather coverage for East Alabama and West Georgia on Dr. Don's weather is powered by Southern Union State Community College, Alpha Insurance Agent Jamie Dukas, East Alabama B Company, and is brought to you in part by Southern Auction Solutions, Roger Bell Auto Brokers, Genesis Sway Clinic in Roanoke, Jimmy Stevens Construction, Anchor Roofing, Auction 431 South, Town of Wadley, and Bama Diesel Repair. We will continue to monitor the latest weather conditions across the area and return with updates as conditions warrant. This is Dr. Don's weather